Hey fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight, and welcome to another edition of Eagles Talk. We got a lot to talk about. You heard about the possible CBA that's going on now. They're talking about 17 games and an extra team in the playoffs. We'll talk about Nigel Bradham they just released this week. Who's going to be his possible replacement? This guy thinks we're going to draft that linebacker in the first round. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. And we haven't even done the first shot yet. We got a lot to talk about. We got Stefon Diggs is saying he's unhappy again in Minnesota, and a lot of people are saying we should try to trade for him. I'll ask you guys what you think about that, and I'll ask these guys also. So, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Yo, you are watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. And now, not only on Facebook, we're streaming live on Facebook, but we're also streaming live on YouTube and Periscope. It's a simulcast going on. So if you want to watch us on those platforms, feel free to do that. And if you are watching us on YouTube, make sure you go down and click the subscribe button right underneath this broadcast. Yo, for the people that are new to Eagles Talk, those that are watching us on YouTube and Periscope, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. This week, we allowed my co-host, Shell, to be in charge of securing the libation, so I don't know what we're drinking.
We're drinking Villa One tequila. It's a high-end tequila, silver. And these guys always talk about, oh, you like the flavors. We want the fuzzy slippers. So I figured I'd go get them some man stuff. And then what I did is I cut the limes because everybody can't drink tequila straight.
Okay, all right. So he got the tequila. Tequila is good for my low carb diet. As you can see here, I don't have any Bud Light seltzer. They tried to get me to drink this Angry Orchard, but I was like, nah, you're trying to get me to drink up all my carbs in one bottle. No, I only get like 35 a day, and this 25. No, so I'm gonna drink the water, and I'll do my shots. While they're preparing that, though, let me see if I can see who was first in the room. We have a new platform. Let me know if you guys hear me okay out there, too, because I didn't get a chance to do a test run. All right, cool. So I think the first person in the room was Carlos Lopez. Says, what's up, family? What's up, Carlos? Jeremy T was second. He says, fly Eagles. What's good, fella? It's a beautiful Eagles day. Jeremy said Eagles. He corrected himself. Brian Ballard says, I can finally comment now that I'm out of Facebook jail. Brian, what did you do? Let me know in the chat room. What did you do to land yourself in Facebook jail? I'm curious about that. Bill Kroll is out there. What's up, everyone? What's up, Bill? And J.R. Ristine, what's up, everybody? Is it September yet? Football withdrawal is real. That's no lie. Football withdrawal is real, man.
Hey, listen, the XFL is doing their thing, though, man.
Yo, XFL is actually good football.
PJ Walker is doing his thing for Temple, man. Listen, I
did.
Man,
yeah, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, man, he's an exciting dude, man. In Philadelphia all the way. But anyway.
And they're featuring him on the NFL Network. They had him the other morning. I was watching it.
Yeah.
So, all right, okay. As I explained before, we like to talk about our favorite football team, and we like to do so as we enjoy our favorite adult beverage. So join us. Everybody that's regulars already have their shot poured. So we are about to do our shot. So to our Philadelphia Eagles.
We got no salt.
You don't need salt.
We don't have any salt. We're just going to have to suck on the lemon. Okay, so, again, we're partaking in the, what is this again? Let me just
Villa
repeat. Villa One tequila. So go try it. I'll let you know how it is after we do this. To our Philadelphia Eagles, down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. That was pretty good.
Not bad, right?
I like tequila, too. That was good.
Hey, give Shaw another clap, man.
Give him another clap. Give him another clap. He didn't botch this one.
Yeah, no fuzzy slippers, no sweet stuff.
Yeah, man, it's about time.
All right, so first quarter. Let's get this first quarter started.
You're now listening to the quarter.
All right, so in this first quarter, first thing I would like to talk about is the fact that our man is gone. We like to give I'd like to thank Nigel Bradham for his service while he was in Eagles Green. Although it's not etched in stone that we may not see him back here. They may re-sign him. We never know. But they're going to release him to save some of that money. He's not had the best year last year. So I don't know if he's worth.
You can't make the tub in the club.
Yeah, I don't know Well, he played a lot last year, but
Yeah,
I don't know if he's worth the salary. I mean, his current contract number. So they have decided to release him. Maybe they'll bring him back at a low number. I don't know. But if they don't, Nigel, thank you for all that you did. A very vital part of our Super Bowl championship team. Thank you for your service. All right, so let's talk about his possible replacements. Who? I'm gonna let him go last because this guy's crazy. All right, I'm gonna let him go last. But who do you think, Pat, as some possible replacements, even if they're on the team? Who do you think? All right.
I believe that the guys that we have here is efficient. T.J. Edwards, Nigel Branham. They might change their defensive style up and go for more like a coverage type defense and bring more speed on the field. With that being said, there are some guys in the draft, and those shells itching to talk about these linebackers from Miami. He's not even in the top 15 of linebackers. He may be a sleeper. He might not be, you know. But I think we do have some guys inside the facility already that's ready to step up, just show the team what they have, what they got, and improve and show improve. Listen, I like T.J. Edwards. He's a Big Ten guy. And he can move sideline to sideline. They said, you know, he had a slow 40, I think it was a 4.7. But when you put the game tape on, you know, he's in there. He's feeding off of those. He's getting off those blocks. He's making those plays, and that's what we need. We need size in there. We don't need anybody that's 6 foot 220 who's getting blocked by a second running back.
You throwing shots at me early, huh?
Yeah, man, I got to set it up. But listen. There's some guys out there I like. It's some guys that we're going to talk about later on in the show. And one person I like, and I can't believe I'm doing this. I really can't believe I'm going to this side. I feel like I'm going to the dark side. Malik Harrison from Ohio State. He's 6'3", 240. He hits everything moving. He has that range. He lacks a couple things, but, you know, he has a lot of room to improve. He's almost like a tweener, you know, but he's that guy you could put in there and he can play. He can play the outside, play the inside, and he can play special teams.
Okay.
All right. So who do you think, Shell?
I'm gonna tell y'all this: if you're an avid college football individual like myself, then you know about Michael Pickney. Michael Pickney from the U, one of the top prospects, linebackers coming out. He can play the inside. He can play the outside. He is a smaller back, but he's not that small. 6'1", 225. He can cover the slot. He can cover the back coming out the backfield. I know people talking about he might have heavy legs and this and that. Mm-hmm. But if you watch the game film when he's playing against Vanderbilt, he's playing against North Carolina, he's playing against some of these smaller backs. He's there with them step for step. That's why when you said that to me earlier when we was going through the pregame, I'm like, did you watch the tape? If you didn't watch the tape, don't tell me what somebody else said about this guy.
I watched the tape. I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you.
And I'll say, I'll be the first to say it. He is a clone. If you watch his tape, watch his size. He is a clone of Ray Lewis. I'm telling you.
We need to stop this. I talked to you about this earlier. We need to stop this comparison to these greats. Let him be Michael Pickney. Let him be Michael Pickney.
Can I finish?
Go ahead, finish.
All right.
With your nonsense.
Coming off the edge, the back's not going to be able to pick this guy up. He's quick enough to get around the tackle, and he has enough violence in his hands to get through the A-gap for a blitz. He's going to be a problem. And I hope he slips to the 3rd round or 4th round because he's definitely going to be a sleeper.
All right. Okay. Now, that's the smartest thing you said thus far. You hope he slips to the 2nd or the 3rd round.
He's going to be in the 5th or 6th round. Now, one thing I got to agree with Shell, though. One thing I do have to agree with Shell.
Let Don speak.
If he does show out at the combine and he put some crazy numbers up, he will be, you know, a day 2. Maybe he might sneak into that day 1 area if he puts those crazy numbers up. But I wouldn't put it past him because all these athletes right now, they're training to the core to get, you know, the highest draft position and provide for their family. So, I mean, I don't know what he might do in the combine. This is pre-combine talk. You know, this game film, he leaves some things on the table you desire.
On game film?
Yes, he does.
You need my glasses? You need my contacts, brother?
All right. What I like to say to that is it bodes well for your desire to have him drafted by the Eagles if he falls to a 2nd-day pick. If he falls to a 2nd-day pick, that bodes well for maybe the Eagles drafting him. But our history of drafting linebackers, we don't place a lot of value in the linebacker position. So I don't see him being a first 2-3 pick with this team here. But if he falls to the second day, he may have a chance here that we may pick him up. Now, we have some people on the squad already, like T.J. Edwards, who may be elevated to – right, and Alex Singletary and Duke Riley. Riley. So we have some linebackers in tow, and there are some free agents out there. Corey Littleton from the Rams. He's probably going to be one of the highest priced linebackers in the free agent market. I don't know if they're willing to part with the money that it'll probably take to bring him in. But if they are, because we have $50 million to play with, and he is
more than that now.
and he is a dynamite linebacker. Yeah. That would be a nice pickup to have him come in. So we have some possibilities there. I don't know if they're going to pay that top dollar to go get Corey Littleton. They're trying to get younger, although Corey is still a young man, and with youth comes the bargain. The bargain. You get a bargain with the youth. You get a bargain when you get guys still on their rookie deals and you're able to control them for a couple years. So with getting younger, you also save some money. I don't know. I don't know how much of an investment they're going to put in to the linebacker position. But we still got Kruger Hill. If we can re-sign him, bring him back. We still got Kruger Hill. We still have So we still have T.J. Edwards. I think they were kind of high on him. If he takes another step, and he was just a rookie, undrafted free agent rookie. So we have some things to do. Howie has some decisions to make, of course, as always.
Edwards is good because he makes plays on special teams. That's one of the reasons we kept him.
Yeah, but he got some time during the end of the season last year. What do you think?
He did good.
Did he do okay?
He did good.
Yeah, he did well. I mean, listen, for a guy that basically you took off the street and plugged him in, and he actually contributed toward the team's victories, and
he was able to make the checks.
He was able to make the plays.
Yeah, make plays and make checks.
He's a smart kid. He would have been drafted in the first 2 or 3 days. I mean, first 2 days if his 40 time was up there.
Right.
So he is a steal. But don't sleep on the guys we have. Alex Singleton. He's a very good linebacker that we have that we plucked off the Canadian football team. He was, the defensive player of the year up there. So he could actually fit that role if he got this defense down packed. We got Duke Riley. You just said Duke Riley. He hasn't lived up to the hype coming out of LSU. Maybe this year is the year that turns it all around. And Nate Gary, for all the things we brag about Nate Gary, he actually had a pretty productive season. He had a productive season.
Yeah, he did. I forgot to mention him. My fault for not mentioning him. So Nathan Gary, in his second year, made significant progress. Yeah. So he may be getting some of that. And we lose 2 linebackers for the most part.
We're pretty much in a dime package.
Right, we're pretty much in a dime package, and Malcolm comes down and plays a hybrid linebacker a lot of times. So another one of the names out there is your old friend, Michael Kendrick.
Oh, now you want to talk about my guy.
He's a free agent out there. I don't know. I mean, when he was here before, it wasn't that he didn't have the ability. I think it was a little bit more behind the scenes type of riff with front office that caused his separation from the team. Nah, well, I don't know how much. He's not Ray Lewis type of money, but I don't know. I don't think that was it. I think that it was some beef, a little bit of beef, and maybe if they can get past that and maybe squash that. He served a little time for the
well, he's coming out. He tore his ACL.
The inside trader.
White collar crime.
He tore his ACL the last game of the season last year.
Oh yeah, he did. He
tore his ACL, so he's going to be out for some time. He might not be back by the beginning of the season.
Oh right, yeah, right there. That's right.
That's something to think about.
All right, let me go to some comments on here because we are Eagles Talk. By Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. So we like to include you guys in the conversation. So let me see what you guys are saying out there. All right, Brian has answered me and told me a little bit why he was in Facebook jail, and that's because he's on a lot of sexual meme groups. Okay, all right, Brian, just chill out on that. Okay, you can't do
pause.
that. All right, okay, all right. Jacinta Green says, "Hey guys, what's up, Jacinta? Like to see you. Nice to see you back." J.R. Racine, he's laughing at Brian being in Facebook jail. Nas says, "Fly, Eagles, fly." Jermaine Patton is watching. Carlos says he's drinking Seagram 7-7. Jermaine says, "What's good, fam?" Stacy is watching. Miles Smith says, "I wish they could draft the linebacker from Clemson." What do you guys think about that?
He's going in
He's
the top
going.
five,
He's
top 10.
Yeah, he's
Top
going
10.
fast.
Listen, linebacker from Oklahoma, Kenneth Murray, he's going to be a monster too. We need to see if we can get him early.
All right. Tim Mack says, "What's up, fellas? Go Birds." Teef is watching. What's up, sis?
What up, Chief?
We watching you, and I'm listening to your podcast, too. You're doing a great job. Tim Mack says, "Mills, yes, at a reasonable price. Darby, peace." Yeah, Darby's out of there, and we talk about that a little bit. There are some Carlos Lopez says there are some pretty good linebackers in this upcoming draft.
Yes,
we
there
need
are.
another Kendricks Hicks type linebacker. Hicks was good. I thought Hicks was good. He just, he just was a little. He was more injured than he was healthy when he was here.
I agree.
Had he been more healthy, we probably would have kept him because he was a playmaker in the time that he was on the field. You know what I mean? But that wasn't a lot when he was here. Yeah. He didn't have a bad season up there in Arizona.
From YouTube, one above all said he said our linebackers are booty. Philly may sign all three of you. He said all three of us.
No, they're not going to sign me. I cannot move side to side at all.
I got A gap and B gap. That's about it right now.
I covered running back for a little bit.
I got O gap. I got O gap as
O
in
gap?
zero gap.
Oh,
Zero
man.
gap. I can cover 0 gaps. All right. So here we go. Those are the possible. There's some more free agent linebackers out there. I don't have it up on my screen right now, and I don't have an intern. But if somebody can get the free agent linebackers out there with a couple other names that I really like. Let me see if I can get them up right quick. But outside of this guy that you named, any other draft prospects that you think would be a good fit in linebacker for the Eagles?
Well, I have quite a few actually. If you want to believe it or not, Patrick Cream from LSU. He's around the same size as the guy Shelman's talking about. He's 6'1", 227. He's a sideline type guy. He's a quick twitch athlete.
What about what's his name? Bradley from Temple. He's 6'1.5", 230. Started 3 years from Temple. Is a big
Chappelle
play.
Russell? Or are you talking about Bradley? You said
Bradley.
Bradley.
Yeah.
Bring that. Oh, Sean Bradley. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 6'1", 230.
Yeah.
Listen,
So
I'm actually
he's quick twitch.
He is
He
quick twitch, yes.
covered the back. He also covered the tight end. He needs to work on his getting off the block. When he's engaged, he doesn't get off the block fast
Well,
enough.
you know what that entails? When you're 6'1", I'm 6'1", and I'm going to get somebody 6'7", and I have that. Been to get somebody 6'6", 6'7". Even though I have long arms, their arm reach sees us.
longer, yeah.
So our punch, our rip, our grab, it's not going to be the same with somebody that's our same size. That's why I was talking about getting somebody in the range of a 6'3", 6'5" guy, like Cameron Brown from Penn State University. He's 6'5", 233. He can run sideline to sideline.
I understand that, but all you have to do is be coached up. I'm not 6'1". I'm barely 6 foot. But I never had a problem getting off the block because I explode into the person and I get them back off their heels. That has to be taught.
Well,
if he gets a good coach,
All right, well, enough about you. We're not signing you.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's 20
all right,
years ago.
All right, I got my free agent list up. My free agent list up. And Blake Martinez is a name.
Yes.
That 26 years old.
Wisconsin kid.
Yes, Wisconsin, excellent coverage linebacker. He would be a nice fit here also, and he's got the age where we can get a little younger and still keep this ship rolling.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm excited, man. Listen, I don't know how y'all feel, but it's getting to the combine and football season is really starting.
You like the combine now?
I've been love the combine, man.
Well, every time I talk about it, you always dog me on the combine.
Because I gotta come at you, but you know what? I always wish I had the opportunity to be there.
All right. Okay, so we're going to end this quarter. That's the end of the first quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, let me remind you, you're watching Eagles Talk on Facebook Live and on YouTube and on Periscope. And if you happen to be watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you're not subscribed to us, go to YouTube and subscribe. We're trying to build our followership up on YouTube. Please help us out. If you like Eagles Talk, help us out. Go to the Eagles Talk channel on YouTube and subscribe to our show. Now, as I said before, this is Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That's by the fans, for the fans. No, we're not network coverage people. We're not broadcast journalists. We're just fans just like you. And we like to come and talk to you in your favorite comfortable location. So we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. And this week we are partaking in the Villa One tequila, and it's pretty good. If you like tequila, this is a pretty smooth tequila. I like tequila, and I like this. And I commend my co-host here from picking out something that was on point, and we didn't have to yell at him. So everybody out there, just join us as we salute our Philadelphia Eagles. Everyone, let me know what you're drinking out there. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. Again, very smooth. So let's start this second quarter, Mark.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
All right, second quarter. I forgot. I'm in my second shot. I forgot.
I want to talk about this one comment by one of our
All right, go ahead. Go to the comment.
This is actually hilarious. Bill Crow said, "You can't draft a dude named Sean Bradley." Hey, Bill, I agree with you. We cannot draft a dude named Sean Bradley. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. I think second quarter was the free agent weapons.
Okay.
That we were talking about for Carson.
Yes.
Free agent weapons, and we bring that up because this week Stephon Diggs had deleted all his pictures off of Instagram dealing with Minnesota Vikings, which leads us to speculate that he is not happy being in Minnesota and he might want out. And if he does want out, how do you guys feel about the Eagles making a play for Stephon Diggs? One of the top young receivers. He's almost like Odell Beckham-like without all the drama. A little bit of drama. Don't get it twisted. He's a diva. A little bit of drama, but he has top 10 receiver skills, top 10 in this league. What do you guys feel about that?
Let me go first on this one. I'm gonna say this like my grandmom Juju would say: don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. What that means is we got an opportunity, like I talked about for the last 2 weeks previously. This is one of the best receiver drafts in the last 12 years of the NFL. So we have an opportunity to get some other guys. So if we make a move to get them, I'll be ecstatic. We're getting tools in the toolbox that our quarterback can use, some weapons, instead of using them guys at Wawa that work midnight shift.
Hey, they work, didn't they?
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is let's go get this guy, but don't get rid of too many draft picks because we might need some of these guys. You know what I mean? There's a couple guys, there's a couple sleepers out there. Some guys down Texas, Texas A&T, Washington State,
Texas
Utah.
A&T.
Yeah, it's a few sleepers out there that nobody's really thinking about right now.
It's a sleeper of a piece of lemon that's in my tooth. You know what? I actually kind of agree with you, man. I said we talked about this a little bit earlier in our pre-production meeting as we was getting the system up, and you said, "What do you think about Stephon Diggs?" I said he's not a free agent. We would have to go get him, and I don't think he would mesh too well with this core team that we have. We look for somebody to grow with. Carson, even though he's been in the league for only 5 years, he has been a dynamic in his own way. What would you have to give up to give him? What would Minnesota ask for us to get him?
Well, they're going to ask for a first round because everybody that's the opening bid on all that. But I would say that I think you probably could secure him for one of those second-round picks and maybe a later-round pick. We have 10 picks in this draft right here.
We need too much youth on this team.
Well, he's only 26 years old.
26, he is
that's
26.
that's very, and we don't have to guess on him. We're talking about we need wide receivers. We're talking about possibly drafting wide receivers. Why not use one of our picks to get somebody we know is proven? We don't. These guys that we're talking about drafting, we hope that they can live up to the hype that they performed in college. This guy, we've already seen him perform on this level, so I think he's a sure shot than drafting. So I would definitely use a second rounder and maybe a fifth or sixth to secure a guy like Stephon Diggs. The only problem, only question I might have is whether he's too much of a drama king. But I think that winning solves all that. I think winning solves all that.
Well, we traditionally have a pretty mature locker room. The Eagles do.
We have an older locker room.
Yeah,
right.
we do have an older locker room. So we do have some guys in there that's going to, cut your mess and let's go to practice.
Well, you would think that would happen, but I mean, let's be truthful. That didn't happen to the end of the season. Pretty much to the end of the season, with some of the older guys who were injured.
Yeah.
That happened. We saw it. If you saw off of nothing, the Amazon Prime show for the Eagles, you saw that the locker room changed.
Leadership isn't just a voice. Leadership is by action.
Yeah, it's by action. My thing is, I think we have a lot of opportunity to get some of these free agents that are going to be available. I know we're talking about age. We're looking at these. We want somebody to grow Carson, and I definitely want a receiver to grow with Carson Wentz. Stephon Diggs is the youth movement that we might need. But again, it goes back to what we have to spend to get him. Minnesota's not gonna make it easy. They're not gonna say, "Oh, give us a 2 and a 5." They're not gonna say that. They're gonna say, "We want a 1, we want a 3, we want next year's 1." I would do that if I was GM. I know his ability.
I'm not giving up 2
I know his ability. I know what I'm losing by giving him up.
I'm not giving up 2 1s.
I'm making. I'm making Adam Thielen more vulnerable to be double covered than ever before, right? So now my passing attack is not as potent as it used to be.
But players do hold some leverage in the sense that you can say, I can make the price, drive the price up so high that nobody's going to be interested. Mm-hmm. But in the end of the day, you're going to have a disgruntled player. How much is he going to want to perform for you?
Exactly.
So if you make it so high that you frustrate him even more, what is he going to come willingly to work and perform to the top of his abilities for you?
Absolutely not.
No, he's not. Absolutely. So they're going to be pressured into maybe trying to find a deal and at least get something back for this guy before he just walks out the door and you don't get anything. Mm-hmm. Now you can try to pull that 2 number 1s if you want to, but I think a fair price for him would be a number 2 and a 5. You get 2 draft picks. This is a wide receiver rich draft. You may be able to find a replacement for him in the draft this year. So I don't think it's outrageous that a 2 and a 5 can possibly bring him here. I think he has the talent. Now, just imagine this. Let's just close our eyes for a minute here. Close your eyes and imagine. Imagine the Eagles drafting a Henry Ruggs in the first round. Imagine them signing or trading for Stephon Diggs and bringing him in, and then signing a free agent such as what's the kid from New York Jets?
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson. Imagine that. Imagine we have a young Henry Ruggs, Deshaun Jackson. We parted ways with Alshon Jeffrey and Al Aguilar and a Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson, Stephon Diggs, Henry Ruggs, Deshaun Jackson. Would that look nice?
I mean, truthfully, that would look nice on paper.
Yes.
But let's go back to the beginning of last year. We had the best team on paper.
Yeah.
What happened? All right. So
I haven't opened my eyes yet. I haven't opened my eyes yet. I'm still dreaming. I'm still in La La Land.
I say
don't make me open my eyes to a nightmare. I'm still dreaming. I'm still dreaming.
Keep your eyes closed. For this one, I think what we need to do, we need to go ahead and look at the free agents that's available after June 1st. If they're still available, let's go after Robbie Anderson. I like Robbie Anderson.
I think he wants to play here.
I think so too. He played at Temple, and he was dominant at Temple. I don't know why he didn't get drafted. It might have been personal issues and stuff of that nature. But he's a 4-3 guy. He's 4-3-3 guy.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson.
Yeah.
He had a 4-3-3.
All right,
At
now
6'3".
he's more
At
obtainable
6'3".
than Stephon because we don't have to give up anything. We could just go
No, man,
sign him.
just go sign
We
him.
just throw money at him.
I'm thinking.
He's
this.
more attainable.
We do need a veteran presence besides Deshaun Jackson. I say Deshaun Jackson, Robbie Anderson. I always wanted this guy, A.J. Green. Then he go draft a wide receiver first pick, Henry Ruggs.
Or Henry
right?
Ruggs.
Then the rest.
KJ Hill.
No. Then you go. Then from there, you go. Your linebacker, you make him go safety. I like the kid from Minnesota, Antoine Winfield Jr. He's a playmaker. I also like a sleeper in this draft, Michael Pittman Jr.
All right, now y'all getting off topic.
Oh,
we
yeah.
We were supposed to be talking about free
free
agent
agent.
targets.
Man, my
Free
bad. I'm
agent.
bad.
You guys.
I'm all. Listen,
All right, let's time
I'm
out.
excited, man.
Time out. Let me go to some of the comments out there because they're responding. Somebody said, okay, where's that? How we would overthink it. J.R. Racine says, how we would overthink things when it comes to Diggs. I don't think so because, Howie doesn't get played too much when it comes to, making
he usually
trades and
makes
stuff.
good
There. Yeah, he
decisions.
usually makes it good. I don't think that would be the problem. Where he might get had, and that's a big maybe, is in contract negotiations. But even that's a stress because he's a salary cap whiz. But anyway, how we would overthink things when it comes to Diggs. Seth Robert, Robbie Anderson. Bill Crow says, plus re-signing Diggs may be too expensive. Yeah, he would want money on that next up deal. Eric says, Joe Schobert is 26 years young, about 133 tackles. He's talking about the linebacker. 133 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 interceptions, 3 years experience value, about $2 million. Yeah, that's a possibility also. I saw him on the free agent list too. JR said, I wouldn't give a 2 for Diggs. Alshon and a 5 maybe. So you're saying to me that if Diggs was coming out of the draft right now, you would not draft him with a second round pick.
He was a third round pick.
Yeah, he was. And has he outplayed his draft position?
Yes, he has.
He's way outplayed his draft position, right? So I don't agree with that. I think he is definitely worth a 2. Somebody said Vic Beasley out there. I don't know if Vic Beasley is a good fit with us. I don't know.
Join in the grades cute. Oh, come on.
All right, okay. It wouldn't look good. It wouldn't look good on Madden, somebody says. Eric says Anderson was young and made mistakes, but now he's solid. Carlos Lopez says Wentz, Jackson, Diggs, Ruggs III, Whiteside, Ward, Ertz, Goddard. Wow. Yeah, that would be, see, that would be awesome.
I mean,
awesome.
yes.
Robbie Anderson also got coached up by Ocho Cinco. That's what Eric's saying. Jacinta says maybe he was thinking he would overthink so long that we lose out. All right. And B.J. King Mitchell is bringing up Nick Kwiatkowski.
He's the,
from Chicago. Yes, that's a good
he
choice
might be a
too.
possibility available for us.
And he's only 27, so
Yeah.
I like that also. But we are at the end of the second quarter. Let's end that quarter, Mark.
And that's the end of the quarter.
And going into the third quarter, let me remind you guys of watching Eagles Talk. I had to remember what you were watching. You're watching Eagles Talk. 2 shots
I'm
in to
bringing-
make you,
I'm bringing the
make
liquor
you-
from now on.
make you think about what show
Yo,
you're
you
on.
remember the last
All
time
right,
we
so
got
you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. Not only on Facebook now, but we've reached out and we're on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. So if anybody comes across us on YouTube and Periscope, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up button too. If you like the show, hit the thumbs up button.
I got
But
to make a correction.
Go ahead.
We got corrected on YouTube from all above. I said Stephon Diggs was a third round selection. One above all, Diggs was a 5th round draft pick.
A 5th round draft pick. Look at that.
Wow.
So he definitely outplayed everything that's given
Yeah,
to him.
so now, and you're telling me he's not worth a second? Are you kidding me? This guy, if
They
if
gonna
they
try to
knew
get
that
that
he
one.
was going to be if we can go back knowing that what we know now, what pick do you think he would? What round do you think he would go in?
He would go in the 1st round.
Yes, exactly. So I would definitely spend a second round pick on Stephon Diggs. All right, and he's only 26, still on a rookie deal. We will have to re-sign him, which can be expensive, but extension. Yeah. But he's going to want more money. I know he is. So Again, you are watching Eagles Talk. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. This week we are partaking in the Villa One tequila, which is very smooth silver. I love tequila, and this is very tasty. If you get a chance, try it out. And I still have to give credit to my co-host over here because I always pull his chain about getting some fruity drink,
nice
and he
bottle,
actually
too.
got a man's drink, and it is good. So go out and try that Villa One tequila. Let me know what you're drinking out there. We're going to raise our glass and salute our Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. Let me know what you're drinking out there. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. All right. Lemons. We can't do that again. Because I have to talk. And then, I'm sucking on a lemon. That's not good for radio. It's not good for podcasts. We're not doing lemons again.
Hey,
Okay.
Joe said it. It's called Villa One.
Villa One. Really
Tequila.
good.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't
good.
know
And
where
let
you
me-
got this from.
I'm still on my diet. I'm still on my my low-carb diet and all that. I'm doing fine.
The lemon cuts the fat. The lime cuts the fat.
Oh, it's not bad. That's not bad. But I have to talk. That's my job. I
sorry.
have to talk on here. I can't. Silence is not good when you're on the podcast.
I'll bring Maker's Mark next time.
No, we're not doing that.
We are not doing that on air.
And he's bluffing. He's bluffing. He doesn't want to do Maker's Mark.
I'll do
Is he
Maker's
kidding me?
Mark.
All right, he's bluffing.
That was a live show, though.
All right, so
That
let's
was
start
a
this
live
third
show.
quarter, Mark.
You're now listening to the third quarter.
All right, and if I can remember correctly, what was our third quarter? Our third quarter
talking about
was,
Against.
Talking about draft picks.
Yeah, was it draft picks?
It's supposed to be talking
You
about
know what? You're right. It was-
possible
was
draft
yes,
picks.
yes, it was.
It was supposed to be what? Draft prospects?
Draft prospects that we want.
Okay, all right, yeah. So that's the third quarter. I don't think we get our graphics back, Mark. All right, so we are talking about in the third quarter draft prospects that you would like to see the Eagles sign. All you draft experts out there, all you college football fans out there. I do watch college football, but I'm not as well versed in the college game as my two colleagues are here. So I'm going to tap out. No, I'm only kidding. I'm going to tap out. No, only kidding. I'm going to let these guys let me know who they like to see. First, second, third pick.
I just want to say something before my brother
All
go.
right. Okay.
There may be an actual possibility, and this is like a possibility. We talked about this last week, that we may be able to get a John Ross from Cincinnati. They may move on from him
I
because he
like
hasn't
him.
performed.
But not better than Stephon.
Nah. But I mean, he could still be like a special teams guy for us.
No, he could be a receiver. I had him on my fantasy team. He was productive
he
until
did
he
put some-
went
yeah,
down.
he went
Yeah,
down.
until he went down, he was productive.
Go
One
ahead,
of, one of the things in the new NFL is putting athletes with speed and space and letting them make plays. So being as though this is a wide receiver rich draft, I have three picks that I like. First one, I like DK Metcalf last year. I'm going with another letters. I'm going KJ Hill from The Ohio State University. He's 6 foot and a quarter, 192 pounds, and his projected 40 time is between 4.3 to 4.4. That's just going off of the game tape. It's not an actual 40. They're going off a game tape when they do a projection about the 40. My next receiver would be Cortez Cypress from Wisconsin. He gave us fits. I'm an Ohio State fan if you didn't know. 6'1", 207 pounds, so he's a bigger receiver. But he's projected to run a 4.37 to a 4.48. He has definitely burner speed. One of the things that I think the Eagles need to do is get faster. Stop worrying about this possession stuff. When you put the ball in somebody's hands, let them be able to make a play and get downfield. My last receiver is Marquise Callaway, 6'2", 204 pounds from Tennessee. He's projected to run a 4.36 to a 4.46. This is somebody, if you watch him play against Texas last year, you watch him play against all those other teams in the SEC, he toasted them. He's physical. He goes downfield, makes blocks for the running back. He's somebody that you want on your team. He plays with an attitude.
Did we start the third quarter? Okay, all right.
These are three of the receivers that I project that the Eagles should go after.
Okay.
What round? Yeah, what round you talking about getting these guys? You just naming names.
Oh,
what?
You just throwing them out there like
I'm just throwing them out there. Well,
No, because when you don't announce the rounds, that's kind of letting you off the hook. So
is.
we like you to announce the rounds, so we can be like, "Are you crazy?"
yeah, because y'all gonna yell at me. No, but I would like to get. I could see KJ Hill going in the second round. I could see Cortez possibly going in the second round, the second pick in the second round, and I would probably see Marquise Callaway if nobody picks him up the second day. Maybe he goes in the third round.
All right, let me go to his thing right here. Now this is what he has on here. All he has is the 40 time. He has that on all of them, right? The 40 times. That's all he's worried about. 40 times. 4, 3, 6, 4 such and such, 4 so. Can they catch the damn ball? Can they catch the ball?
I watch film.
You don't know.
I watch film.
All you know is they can run fast.
I watch film. You know
Okay,
I watch film.
all right, all right.
Don't I send you film?
Yeah.
I send you film all the time. He
All
doesn't
right.
watch it. I send it to him on Instagram. He don't watch it.
All right, so let me
right.
go to some. Before you start, let me
Right.
go to some comments, see what they're out there. Jacinta asked what the name of the tequila was, and Patrick responded to her. Carlos asked about John Ross. John Ross was productive. He's not a free agent or anything. He's
He
still under
won't be
contract.
a free agent until next year. He's still under contract for one more year. But I mean, would you trim the fat at Cincinnati? They're trying to rebuild. They're going to bring it in. They're going to get the quarterback from LSU.
Right.
They might want to trim the fat right now.
He doesn't want to play there.
But
Did you
he's
hear
still
that?
young. I mean, he would be a nice.
Don't say he doesn't want to play there. He
He's-
wants to go to the team that's going to pay him
He
the most
didn't want-
money.
he doesn't wanna
that
play
was
there.
his interview. His interview was like, whatever team want to pay me money, I want to go
I'm telling
there.
you, he's going to do a John Elway.
All right, here we go. All right, here
gonna
we
do a
go.
John Elway.
These are the Sandlin boys. You gotta, if you tune in
He's-
for the
let-
first
let-
time,
let's
this is what
tune
we
into
do,
the
especially
fans.
after 3
'Cause I
shots.
got a lot to
anyway,
talk about.
Jacinta says, "What about Breshad Perryman?
From
Great,
Tampa
great.
Bay.
We didn't bring him up, and I do like him. He's a speedy, and we have been rumored. We've been
UFC.
linked to him.
UCF,
actually.
I'm sorry.
UCF.
University of Central Florida.
He has
was
great
decent.
hands, and he's a fast
Well,
guy.
wait a minute.
So,
he started to develop his better hands now. When he first
yeah,
came in the
but when he
league,
first came in, he
was
didn't have it.
nuts.
But now he's got good. He's got good hands.
I like Kevin
so.
White. Kevin White would be like a $100,000 player right now, and he I don't know if you guys remember who Kevin White is, but he was a monster out of West Virginia, and he
yeah, I
got
remember
drafted.
him.
He was like a first round draft pick, like in the top 10, I believe, by the Chicago Bears. He just got injured,
Yeah,
but he still has that speed. He still has that dog mentality. I think we should.
I
pick
don't
him
know.
up.
I mean, but does
Practice
they have
squad, maybe.
anything? Yeah, I don't think you need something on your resume. You
Yeah,
know
you
what I'm
do.
saying?
You do.
So
You
know,
do. You
Breshad has something on his resume.
does.
He
He
was
does.
He
I
was
agree with
drafted by
that.
Baltimore. It didn't work out. Went down to Tampa Bay. Had a year last year. 90 targets, only dropped one ball. That's
talking
good.
about Tampa Bay
And,
with a
that's
quarterback
good
made 30 for 30?
in coming in after Nelson Aguilar, somebody that actually catches the ball. I'm all on board. Okay, so Chad says Lamb or Jerry Jeudy, they're going to be drafted before we get to them. Those are two of the top wide receivers in the draft. I don't think we're going to have a shot at them. Carlos Lopez says, agree, we need to become fastest team in the league again. Chad Cummings says, or Ruggs. Now, Ruggs is a possibility. I would take Ruggs. After you see what the Kansas City did after this year, winning the Super Bowl with
got
their
track meet, man.
track meet. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? And then a tight end such as Kelsey. If we get two speeches up there, how much room is that going to open up for Zach Ertz and Goddard and maybe a possession receiver like JJ?
Randy Moss'
know?
son at
Wow.
tight end.
Oh,
The
we
third
got tight
end.
ends. We got tight ends for days.
I'm just saying. I'm just looking at.
He's still got another year
Higgins,
in college.
I don't know. Higgins is more like a Alshon Jeffrey, a young
Yeah.
Alshon Jeffrey, which I'm not going to kick
Little
out of
more
bed because
athletic.
Alshon
More
Jeffrey,
athletic.
yeah, he's
way,
a little more
way
athletic.
more athletic.
All right, let me
Great
throw my guys out
catch
there.
radius,
Yeah.
and I like that. But I want to see some speed in there. Let's last year I think we tried to draft the Alshon clone and JJ Arthur-Whiteside, a big body, a possession receiver.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too
It
well.
did
Not
not work-
giving up
did
on
not
him
work
yet
out.
because he only played 1 year, and usually it takes wide receivers a little longer than that to become proficient. So I'll give him another year. We're not going to give up on him, but we suffer the most when we don't have a speedster. We've seen that 2 seasons in a row when Deshaun went down last year, and the year before that it was who was the guy?
Oh, it
He
was,
didn't play. He didn't play at all. Like,
Yeah,
he
he
played
did.
like
He
one
got
game.
hurt in the Tampa Bay game.
Wow, Wallace, Mike Wallace.
Mike
Mike
Wallace.
Wallace went down. We suffered. Our passing game suffered. Deshaun went down. Our passing game suffered until we developed a scheme that could take advantage of some things. So we need that speed guy. We really do. So instead of doubling down on a Alshon type of possession receiver, let's make sure we double down on the speed guy in case Deshaun, because he's 33, he may get hurt again. I don't know, but let's not be caught with our pants down this year. You know what I'm saying? We were caught the year before with Mike Wallace, and I'm so mad at Howie that he didn't get a backup from Deshaun after he saw what happened the year before. So let's not make this mistake 3 years in a row. Let's make sure if our number one speed guy goes down, we have a number two speed guy that can come in and produce. I like Greg Ward in the slot. I think he'll be an adequate replacement for Nelson Aguilar as he walks out the door because we know he's not coming back. So we got a replacement for him. Let's make sure we have a backup speed guy. And we can get him in the draft. Henry Ruggs will be great for that position. I see him. Do you see him as like a Tariq Hill
All right,
type?
so listen, we talk about this, or the commentators talk about this a lot of times. They talk about speed guys. They talk about, he's once in a generation of speed. He has great speed. He has legendary speed. Legendary speed is Tyreek Hill, Deshaun Jackson, and Henry Ruggs III. Legendary speed. That means this guy can catch a slant at your 20-yard line and take you to the house. Now, all right? So when we talk about Henry Ruggs, he has that legendary speed. He's on that hill with Tyreek. He's on that hill with Deshaun. What can you do in the combine? I know you cut me short. I got a couple guys I want to throw out there. We can get this in the fourth quarter if you want me to.
All right, yeah, let's end this quarter right here.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, so you're watching Eagles Talk. That was the end of the third quarter. We are entering the fourth and final quarter. I'm going to let my co-host finish with his thought here, and then we're going to talk about what's been in the news all day today is the pending CBA collective agreement, and it suggests or it introduces the possibility of having a 17-game season and adding an additional playoff team to the playoff, taking away one of the automatic buys, so there will not be two teams that get a bye. There'll only be the top-seeded team will get a bye. That second-seeded team will have to play during wild card weekend, so we'll have an extra wild card weekend game in both conferences. That'll be more exciting. We'll have more teams competing in the playoff tournament. More football to me is great, but I'm going to let you finish your thought on that.
Well, let's do our shots first.
Okay, all right.
I'm down with doing the shot.
Let's revisit this again. You are watching Eagles Talk, the number one Eagles coverage show on Facebook that is by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. Oh, my goodness. We have a good time doing this, man.
Yeah.
We're trying to get our subscribers on YouTube up. So make sure if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button right underneath this broadcast and help us out there. And give us a thumbs up if you like it. We like to talk about.
Maybe next week we just go do YouTube, have everybody from Facebook on YouTube and
Yeah. No.
No.
It's like, no. No. Look, maybe we will.
Man,
you know what we're going to
one
start
above
doing,
all,
though?
man.
I tell you
Shout
this.
out above all, man.
We do share this. If you're watching us on Facebook, we do share this broadcast to a lot of groups there. And moving forward in the near future, we're going to stop sharing it to the groups. So if you're not following Eagles Talk, you might want to go to our Facebook page and follow us, or you're not going to get that notification if we stop sharing it to your group. So make sure you go to our Facebook page, Eagles Talk, and follow us so you will be getting the notification when we go live, because it's a lot. We're doing a lot here, and I have to cut the workload. So I'm not going to be able to share to every group. So make sure you are following us on Facebook, Eagles Talk, or on YouTube, Eagles Talk also. Subscribe, and then you'll get the notification as soon as we go live. You won't miss us. All right, anyway, you're watching Eagles Talk. We like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, and we like to do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite shot. This week we are partaking in the Villa One, and I've already said that this is very smooth, very good. I've given him a pound the first 3 quarters. I'm not giving him another one, but I love this. This is great. I like tequila. Make sure you go out and try this tequila. It's really smooth. Let me know what you're drinking out there, but for the time being, we're going to do this shot here. Here we go. To our Philadelphia Eagles, everyone, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. I didn't even get a limit. I got to chew on a past limit.
You
Why
said
you-
you didn't want one.
Well, why are you chewing that? I'm going to talk about my
All right,
get back to
finish
my
your
thought.
thought.
Woo.
But let them start the quarter first. Start the fourth quarter mark.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right. Well, this year the wide receiver group in the draft is very deep, and as all three of us talked about, Henry Ruggs III being our number one pick at 21, maybe moving up and getting them. There are some other speedsters in this draft that we can actually take advantage of that I believe are sleepers. Besides Henry Ruggs, Jalen Regler from TCU. He's about the same size as Henry Ruggs. He plays in a lesser conference, but I believe those two guys you will see run almost similar 40s.
Okay.
All right, he's a track guy too. Then you look outside the box. I'll go back into the Big Ten.
We don't want any outside the box with our first round pick.
Well, not first round. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right.
After-
No
after we-
outside the box
After
people.
we pick Henry Ruggs III, because that's what we picking. Second round, I say go receiver again. But these are the receivers that's in my mind. Tyler Johnson from Minnesota. He has been dominant from the time he stepped foot on that campus.
Okay. I like
he's
I
a
like
bigger
Tyler Johnson.
receiver, but he's also a good speed receiver. He's not a speedster, but he will beat you deep.
He's a 4-4 guy.
All right. One guy that's actually maybe in that category of speedster is Antonio Grandy Golden. He's a guy we can get in the later rounds. He's 6'4", 220 pounds
I saw him.
from Liberty University, and he has wheels. All right. He's definitely going to be a sleeper. Then the guy I talked about, he said, don't talk about him now. Michael Pittman Jr. He just makes plays. He gets to open deep. He gets open short. He takes the ball from deep backs. He runs crisp routes. He's a physical specimen. If you remember his father played, I believe, 11 years in the NFL. Michael Pittman
Michael
Sr.
Pittman Sr.,
You know, all you saw was
He's a
neck
he's
and
a firefighter.
arms.
He's a firefighter now.
His son is built in almost the same mold, but faster. All right? So my speed guys is Henry Ruggs III and Jalen Regler from TCU. If you guys are not up on Jalen, please go to YouTube. I know everybody want to go look at the highlights. Just go look at a breakdown of him. Look at his good plays, his bad plays. But you will see everything that he does, it entails speed. Now, a lot of names that is circling around the Eagles is Laviska Shenault. He's from Colorado. He's a multi-purpose type of wide receiver. He's the type of Percy Harvin type kind of wide receiver where you could put him in multiple facets of the game and he could be successful. He has that type of speed. He has that type of ability. I would like for us to look at him if he's available in the later rounds. If he's not, don't worry about it.
Oh, no, he's going to go in. He's going to go in the first
he's
two
definitely
rounds.
going.
I definitely believe
Also,
that.
man, Penn State guy, KJ Hamler, man. He's nothing but speed.
All right, I'm going to have to cut this talk short because I would like to talk about the new CBA that they've proposed today. It's been the talk of the town thus far. And like I said at the beginning of the quarter, this is a situation where they're going to cut off one of the preseason games. Only be 3 preseason games. They're going to add a 17th game to the schedule, and they're going to add another team to the playoffs, making it instead of how many? 6 teams? There'll be 7 teams, 14 teams in total that makes the playoffs, 7 to each conference. Only the number 1 seed gets a bye. So the number 2 seed will be playing on wild card weekend. It'll open up more competition for the playoffs, which I'm all for it. I'm all for it. There's a lot of parity in the NFL. So you add another team. You make the number 2 seed have to play their way to a Super Bowl, and I think it's going to be very competitive. I think more football is good for me. I mean, I want to see more football, and if it gives my team an added chance to make the playoffs, then I'm all for that also, because anything can happen in the playoffs, as we've seen. So there's going to be more money involved also, because that extra game is going to generate a lot of money. Not only the 17th week, but the extra wild card game is going to generate a lot of money. So, and the NFL is talking about opening up the sharing, the revenue sharing, some percentage points if they agree to this. So and the percentage points that they're talking about, it equates to like billions of dollars. So that'll be like billions of dollars that opens up and it's able to be shared with the players. So I think it'll be lucrative for them also. Again, like I said, more football to me is a great thing. What do you guys think?
It also gives us an out with Alshon Jeffrey's contract.
I'm gonna say this.
So with his contract, I know you're about to go into a tangent.
No,
and I understand what you're about to go into, because it also has to deal with player safety.
Yeah, that's what I was
Because when you add another game and you add more teams into it, now the NFL will want to talk about player safety. Now you're putting your players at risk with more games. But I want to step on your toes with that. I apologize for that.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about Alshon Jeffrey's contract. With that, this will actually give us an out with Alshon Jeffrey's contract if we wanted to go that route. Instead of worrying about $26 million against the cap this year, our June 1 designation would be a cap casualty. We'll be able to cut him and split that cap for 2 years. So instead of paying him $21 million, instead of having a dead cap of $26.1 million, we would have over 2 years. We would split that in 2 years, which would make it much easier to actually deal with and do that if we wanted to cut Alshon Jeffrey. But you may go.
All right. This is my thing. I called into another affiliate one time and had an argument with him, and he's going to tell me that they're trying to make he called me Hard Rock Shell because I got a rock head. Hard Rock Shell, we're trying to make the game safer for people. I said, you got people that's never been in between the white lines trying to make the game safe for people that live in between the white lines. It's not right. Because the only thing they're worried about is the bottom line, and that's the money. Period. So you got all these rules. You're changing the whole game of football, because the game that's played now is not the game that I played just 10 years ago. It's not the same game. The game that I coach now is not the same game that I played when I was in college, when I was playing. So you got all these rules designated to everybody's safety, but you want to put a whole nother game into the season. That means there's going to be another 2 games in the college season. So you're putting these athletes at all this risk for revenue, and then you want to turn around and tell me you're worried about somebody's safety. It's a lie. It's a
What do you want, man?
It's a bold-faced lie.
You want the money?
They better make sure these
What
guys.
you want? What do you want? I just said their percentage points. They're going to be sharing extra $5 billion with these guys.
I want to make sure that these guys get lifetime health insurance. I want to make sure that guys in
That's up to the CBA. That's up to the union.
I want
to make sure that happens.
That the gentlemen that I helped get into college, no matter what, if they bust a knee, if they bust a shoulder,
that don't have anything to do with the NFL.
It has to do with. It has everything to do with the NFL.
The NFL that has nothing to do with this college.
Nope.
I'm telling you
if
now.
your players don't make it to the NFL, you want the NFL to play for them?
No, that's not what I'm saying to you,
Okay.
Dark Knight.
I'm
What
just
I'm
saying.
saying.
He called you Dark Knight. He said Dante. He
That's
said
what
Dark
I'm
Knight.
saying. You play college before you play the pros. So if they add 1 game to the NFL game, they're going to add 2 games to the college game. But what I'm saying to you is
Not necessarily.
if a guy busts his shoulder and loses a scholarship, can that guy still finish his degree?
What that got to do with NFL?
Can that guy deserves
Business-wise, why would I be interested in that? They're not in my league
to
yet.
get his degree.
They're not in my league.
I understand.
You talk to
Listen.
you talk to the NCAA. I'm talking about NFL football.
That happens every day, B.
Yes.
That happens every day, B.
and the way you're talking is how that's what I'm saying. You have billionaires arguing with millionaires about.
What do you want? What do you want, B? What do you want? What you want, B? You want more money? What do
I
you want?
want more
$12
money.
million a year?
$12 million a
They
year.
paying them $12 million a year. What you want? What else you want?
A lifetime insurance.
All right, I'm with that. Lifetime insurance,
I
I'm
think
with
that's
that.
negotiated in.
But that's a
they need-
that's
they-
the Players
they
Association job.
They need to negotiate that.
Okay, a player association have a deal with the players currently right now. If you're on your team for 3 years, current succession 3 years, you get lifetime insurance.
That's fair.
They pay for your
That's fair.
they pay
Yeah,
for
all right,
your-
here we
your
go. Let's do
insurance.
some comments. Jeffrey got to stay facts. The game has changed. What up? Okay. JR says if they are sharing $5 billion, then the owners are pocketing $50 billion. That's
true.
not, I'm not going to deny that. You know what I'm saying? What about Cooper Kupp as a free agent? I think we should take a look at him. If the price is right, I think he will work.
I don't know if Cooper Kupp was available, but I would check.
Layton says that. I would take Cooper Kupp in a heartbeat if available. Cooper Kupp is good. We had him, actually. We didn't, he was in our camp. We just didn't
cut him.
keep him. We cut him.
You cut 'em.
All right, man. This is, unfortunately, man, as much as I love to be on this show, it has come to an end. Wow. It seems like it goes so quick.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to end this fourth quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
And we are going to thank you guys for tuning in to Eagles Talk, man. We have a lot to talk about. This is our new time. We're going to be on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. We had a little technical difficulty getting this new format and platform up and running, but we are up and running, and we'll be on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope at the same time every Thursday at 7 o'clock. So make sure you tune in next Thursday. During the off season, we're coming on at Thursday at 7 o'clock. We appreciate you guys for following us tonight, for hanging in there with us, and we'll see you guys next week. This is great. Eagles football, the NFL, they make it interesting 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, which makes our job very easy to come to you guys.
Let them know about the combine coming up.
Yeah, the combine is coming up. Make sure you watch it, but you don't have to watch it because you can come here and these nerds right here will tell you everything that happened during the combine, because I don't watch it like they do, but they watch every minute of it. So they'll come back and they'll be salivating at the mouth and all kind of creaming their salt. They'll be doing all kinds of stuff.
Really?
So
Really?
make sure.
Wait a minute.
Make sure.
Wait a minute. Put that
No
on
pause.
camera.
No pause.
Put that on
No pause. No pause.
No
These
creaming.
guys will be. They will be. Oh my goodness! I'm just going to end it right there. We're out of here, man. Look, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next week, Thursday, 7 o'clock on Eagles Talk. We're out, man. Peace.
Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk, let's talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your Eagles. Fly, Eagles fly.